Hi, this is David Davis from ActualTech Media. I'm excited to be here at VMworld, and I'm joined by Mr. Henning Volkmer. He's the President and CEO of Cortado. How are you doing, Henning?
Wonderful. How about yourself, David?
I'm great. So it's been an exciting VMworld so far, and I've been learning a lot about Cortado. Cortado is a brand new name for me, and it might be for many people out there in the audience. But I think one of your products might be well known. I know it's well known to me. So why don't you first tell us just a little bit about Cortado?
Sure, I can do that. The company is almost 20 years old. We started as ThinPrint and then developed different technologies. So we formed more of a holding group structure. And our primary businesses under that structure are the ThinPrint business, where we do everything printing, and then the Cortado Mobile Solutions business, where we play a lot in the enterprise mobility space and try to find solutions to make people really productive on their mobile devices.
Very cool. So you're doing a lot of different things. ThinPrint is a tool that back in the 2000s, one of my admins came to me and said, we have to get this thing. And we got ThinPrint, and it solved a lot of our printing issues back there. I'm sure most people who are in the VDI EUC space today have probably heard of ThinPrint, but for those who are unaware of it, why don't you tell us a little bit, what is ThinPrint?
Sure. First of all, I appreciate the support. Under the ThinPrint brand, we do everything enterprise print management, so making sure users have the right printers, making sure the drivers are not a headache in the environment. We introduced last year at VMworld high availability and load balancing. That's a function that's no longer natively available in the Windows Server OSs, just to make sure that printing is always available when people need it. Obviously, people are fortunately no longer printing like every email just to hand it to someone to read, but there's a staggering amount of business processes that really rely on printing, and that really, or for the businesses, it's really critical that printing always works. And so that's kind of our mission, to make sure that, as I said, printing is always available, and that always happens with a good user experience and at reasonable cost and effort to the IT department.
Very cool. Yeah, like you said, I mean, printing is kind of like the telephone. You just expect it to work every time you push the button, and so I applaud your years of efforts to make that possible, because I've had end users yelling at me about the printing not working. So anyway, so about ThinPrint, I wanted to talk a little bit about what's new. What are you innovating in around ThinPrint today?
On the on-premises side, the last big step was high availability and load balancing for us, and then we took a good amount of time to make sure that we're checking what we can do for printing with everything cloud that's been going on in the industry. So about 2 years ago, we acquired a startup called Ezeep that is kind of the leader for printing in co-working spaces. There's a lot of features around people bringing in all kinds of devices and then connecting to printers that are stationary. So that can be a Mac, a PC, a mobile device, and then we wanted to see what else we can do in that space, what people are looking for, what the cloud is really useful for in printing. And that led us to the introduction of Ezeep Dash. We're showcasing that here at VMworld for the first time as a very easy step into cloud-based, truly serverless print management.
Very cool. So when people think of serverless, they might not be thinking of printing, but this is serverless printing. And so one of the things that I wonder is, what about do all the print jobs go through your cloud, or what about the availability and security of that?
No, especially as we do this on a broader scale towards a larger audience, we wanted to make sure this is palatable for everyone. So we don't see any of the print jobs. We only manage the configuration and push those to the user's devices, and then it's a direct IP print from the user's computer to the nearest printer on the local network. So if the office is offline for a while, or the only thing that can't be done is push new configurations, but the status quo continues to function, users can print, and we never have access to any confidential data or any of their data in the first place, really.
Very nice. So I walk into a co-working space with my laptop, and I'm able to use Ezeep Dash to directly print to a printer in the same office.
Yes. On the Ezeep Dash is more geared towards every enterprise in every vertical, not so specifically to co-working spaces.
Okay.
And the difference there is that with an enterprise we assume a somewhat steady audience, whereas a co-working space has more of a I guess fluctuating audience, and that allows us to do things a little bit differently and a little bit more easily than on the other side. And we think that's a really good and really valuable solution, especially if you're looking at smaller businesses where there's limited IT resources, or it's even the owner kind of doing whatever IT work needs to be done. So we really see Ezeep Dash as, if you will, the Gmail or the Salesforce of printing. Gmail took away the need to administer an Exchange server. Salesforce took away the need to administer a CRM server, and Ezeep Dash is out there to eliminate really all the print infrastructure except the actual printer itself. We kind of still need that one.
Very nice, very nice. I need to see a demo of this myself. I definitely have to come by your booth and check it out here at VMworld. So besides printing, I know that Cortado is also innovative in a lot of other ways, and one of the areas is in mobile device management. So can you talk to us a little bit about Cortado Cloud?
Absolutely. Cortado Cloud is a new step in the Cortado Mobile Solutions division, and that's been around for a long time in the mobility space, always with a focus of really making users productive. And it kind of came as an initial step a long time ago when screens were not that good, and reading a 4-page Word document was not that much fun, so we tried to enable people to print from a mobile device, and the industry has grown a lot since. And what we want to do with Cortado Cloud is provide any business the opportunity to really easily integrate mobile devices into their workflows and into their infrastructure. And we want to do that as a cloud service because it's really easy and has become really easy over the last couple of years to manage the requisite systems on the mobile devices. And these mobile operating systems have become really good at segmenting personal and business data. So we can very easily with Cortado Cloud provide an organization with the ability to segment that data to make sure they build a native container on the device so that their Salesforce, their Gmail, their cloud storage can exchange data amongst each other, but not with Facebook, Instagram, whatever else is out there in personal applications, and do this in a way where it's seamless for the user and it's very easy for the whoever's in charge of their Salesforce or cloud storage. That person can with just a few mouse clicks integrate those devices, push out VPN profiles, Wi-Fi profiles, email accounts, so that if a new employee comes on board with just a few clicks, they're right integrated into the team and have all the tools that they need to be a valuable asset to the company.
Very nice. So as an administrator, I can have the end users provision their new Apple or Android devices, and then through that process they gain the applications that they need to do their work, and those applications are kept separate from the end user's personal data, so the end user can feel good about that. And if the end user leaves the company, we can remove those applications and that data from their phone so they don't take it to their next job, maybe a competitor or something like that. Is that, am I kind of understanding it right?
Absolutely, yeah, that's correct.
Okay, cool. So for people who aren't at VMworld, don't get the opportunity to come by the booth today and see it in action, what do you recommend that they do to learn more?
There's two very easy ways for the cloud print management. It's just ezeep.com/dash. That's ezeep.com and then dash DASH. I should be better at spelling, I guess. And for Cortado Cloud, just cortado.com.
Okay.
And both have, or Ezeep Dash will be available in Q4, so we just have information available at this point. Cortado Cloud is available as of Sunday night. There's a 7-day free trial period, and that should be plenty of time to figure out that that's a great way to do enterprise mobility.
Excellent. Yeah, I know a lot of companies out there are struggling with managing hundreds and thousands of mobile devices, so I applaud you all with coming up with a great solution for them. So thanks so much for your time today, Henning.
Thanks for having me.